I don't know where I was. Oh yes, I was on my phone. And you know these notifications you get on your phone. And I got one that looked interesting. So I clicked on it. And basically, it's the very first time ever that there is some evidence that taking steroids that are meant for asthma and COPD can alter your brain. This is something that I have been saying to doctors for years, saying please give me alternative medication when I'm really ill. For example, when I caught COVID. I don't want this medication, but you know, I had to go to the doctor and say, I know you're not going to prescribe such and such, but prescribe me steroids because there's nothing else. And I just have hope that this research, which they conclude that more research is needed, which is fair enough, but it's a glimmer of hope, because I know so many people who have started thinking erratically or making bad decisions or whatever once they have been prescribed steroids upon a diagnosis later on in life. So, whereas it's really hard to tell if somebody's had them all the way through childhood and through adulthood, because you can't see a change. You can see a change when somebody is diagnosed in adulthood, and that's when they start taking the steroids. I've noticed it in some clients where I've asked questions, and it does seem to be the case with a lot of people, not everybody. I seem to be more sensitive than most, and so I've really I've just put on so much weight every time I caught COVID, and then I start to lose it, and then whatever. Last time I caught COVID, I was fine. It was very mild, and probably the result of having 3 vaccines and having caught it twice already gave me lots of immunity. So I took steroids for 3 days. For 10 days afterwards I was fine. After the 10 days I had a ravenous, completely insatiable appetite, and I ate everything in sight for about a week, maybe a bit more than a week, I can't remember, until the steroids were finally out of my body. I ended up feeling bloated, my blood pressure shot up, I felt really bad. At my age, you really cannot do that. So now I'm losing the weight yet again. And it's just a physical thing. It's just cuts off what signals to my nervous system that I've had enough. And but luckily, with this time, the steroid that I asked for is one that I don't normally get rages with. I literally took it just for 3 days, literally. And but last year when I caught COVID, was it last year? It was just before last year. The year before. Maybe it was last year. It was last year at the beginning of the year, and then the year before, I think it was in April. When I caught COVID then, after that I needed to take a steroid once a week, which may not seem like a lot to you, but that's a lot of appetite. And that's a lot of weight, which for my age is not good. And so yeah, I am hopeful because I haven't had to take steroids again this time, but let's see what happens. So I had to tap when I actually tapped while reading the article. I was tapping all the way through it, because of the feeling that finally there's some vindication for what I've been saying all along. Like finally I can be believed, finally someone's looking into it, And finally, maybe people with asthma and COPD will be given perhaps kinder medications than steroids, which are really, for me, they're really harsh. But, you know, when I'm not allowed enough of other medication to help me breathe, in those difficult times, like catching COVID or catching a nasty flu, then I do need that support. And if the only thing that would give me kind of any kind of quality of life, despite weight gain, is steroids, then so be it. So yeah, I had to tap because I just felt like finally something good is about to happen. And that was nice. It was really nice to see. So have a look at the article and see what you think. I'm including it in the description of this video and also on my blog, so that you can have a look if you have an interest in these things. Anyway, till next time, see you later.